Hi there! You're invited to listen to an exclusive excerpt from the next episode that I'll be publishing on Sunday. My next guest is absolutely fascinating, and this is just a teaser of what you can expect from our discussion. Enjoy listening, and I'll see you on Sunday for the full episode.
Welcome to FinScale, a podcast created by Solène Niederkorn, shedding light on innovation in finance, banking, and insurance.
The impact of tech, LLMs, and AI on the investment industry. Dr. André Retterath, partner at Earlybird Venture.
We started automating our workflows. So thankfully, Earlybird was the first investor in UiPath. So one of the leading RPA companies. And with that, we actually did the migration from Salesforce to Affinity back then. And then on top of that, we also had trigger-based workflow automations like Zapier to automate everything from submissions on the website into the CRM system, the distribution in the team, the attribution to the right investment professional, and so on.
Is it accurate to say a forewarned man is worth two? Let's think about this as we delve into the transformative effects of technology, LLMs, and AI on the investment sector. It was this curiosity that led me to a conversation with André with the aim to uncover how these advancements might reshape the entire investment value chain. Between you and me, there hasn't been a week when I haven't reflected on this topic. This engineer turned VC shared what they've deployed at Earlybird to refine processes including sourcing, analysis, due diligence, and even how they interact with entrepreneurs and strategize divestments. It's particularly intriguing to examine the role automation plays in a field traditionally celebrated for its human touch. André advocates for what he calls augmented VC, the perfect blend of personal investment intuition and a methodical approach to minimize biases and inefficiencies. You're about to get a glimpse of how these technologies could revolutionize the industry. My advice, dive deeper, stay informed, and brace yourself for the changes ahead. They promise to redefine the landscape. Enjoy the exploration. Hello, everyone. Hi, André.
Hey.
Good to see you. Almost in real life. You're in Munich. I'm in Luxembourg to have a discussion around VC, AI, LLMs, and what you do at Earlybird. But first and foremost, can you please introduce yourself to our audience?
Thanks a lot for having me. Really excited to have this conversation. So hello, everyone. I'm André. I'm a partner with Earlybird. For those of you who don't know Earlybird is a pan-European venture capital firm, has been around for 27 years. As the name suggests, an early-stage investor. We're a bit more than 2 billion in assets under management, investing across Europe, mostly focused on pre-seed, seed, and Series A stages. And I've been thankful to be early investors in companies like UiPath, N26, Peak, Ivan, and many more. So that's on Earlybird. On me personally, have an engineering background, computer science focus, spent a couple of years in the corporate world, and then by accident, over time, got in touch with venture capital. Actually did a master's and PhD with a focus on machine learning and venture capital and joined Earlybird about 6 years ago.
Excellent. So that's how I got introduced to your profile, actually. You made a post I guess 2 years ago, very inspiring post on the data-driven VC. That's the name of your Substack newsletter, if I'm correct.
Yes.
And I said to myself, this guy is producing very good content, very interesting. So we're going to focus on mainly this. And of course, we'll talk a little bit about what you do at Earlybird. But I would like to concentrate on this because I find it very inspiring. So congratulations, first of all. How do you envision AI and more recently LLMs transforming the entire VC world? There are so many areas that can be improved. So how do you see this evolving?
Yeah, first of all, thanks a lot. Happy you enjoy the content. That's always really appreciated if people resonate with it. But for me, the content is really a reflection and a way to get more ideas from the market and other people who have been down the same niche as myself. And I think to your question, I'd like to provide a bit more context. So when I started first getting into this whole space of venture capital, I just brought this whole data automation perspective from my previous job in education. And I was really surprised how manual and inefficient all of the VC workflows were. Like, why would you sit the smartest, most capable, most driven people into one room to actually do manual, inefficient data crunching. Like, I don't know, if you look up a new company, you need to jump around from, I don't know, Crunchbase to Dealroom to PitchBook. Then you do some research on LinkedIn and so on. Like, it's super manual, inefficient context switching, which is probably not the most valuable use of investment professionals' time. So this is what triggered initially my research, looking around, and most people actually told me it's a reason why it's not yet automated, because it's not possible. It's early stage investing. Early stage investing by nature is very qualitative, so different to growth or private equity investing. We don't have quantitative data. Second of all, people said it's private investors investing into private companies, so very little public data is available on these companies, and so on and so forth. So essentially, perspective was it's really a cottage industry and it won't be possible to transform it. Thankfully, we tried different. So coming from the research angle, I built the first minimum viable product for Earlybird. We started hiring the first engineer, and by now the team has grown to around 8 engineers, building our internal platform, Eagle Eye. And of course, we've been leveraging any kind of LLMs, statistical model, deterministic algorithms, company scoring, screening models, and so on across the value chain. And now, to answer your question more specifically, if we look at it, we always think about the value chain. So if VC first needs to collect money from LPs, and then we get into the investment process. And the investment process is really sourcing, screening, due diligence, and you close the transaction. From there onwards, you have portfolio value creation, which is anything from we can help with our network, customer introductions, introductions to profiles for hiring, but we can also help with follow-on funding, introductions to growth investors, and so on. And then eventually, obviously, we need to return money. So either the company, in the best case, does an IPO, or they look to be acquired, so potential trade sale M&A. And with that, we can also help to find potential acquirers of the company. And once this is done, we return the money, and this is the process.
Now that you've heard an excerpt from the upcoming episode on Sunday, make sure you stay tuned and connected so you don't miss a beat.